at the back, 2 up front, 3 at the back. That's what you do. When you have
only 3 centre halves in the whole squad.
Doesn't matter. You play them all.
If he was going to do that, he might have thought about it before now.
Well, the talk now is since they sold Williams is that they're going to try and buy a center half.
Well, they have to, really.
Well, yeah, no, they do. But that's like the next move is they're going to buy a center half before Saturday and try and get him in there.
Well, that's too late. It's too late.
Right, but I'm saying it is late for the first game, but for the coming weeks, they could totally work on a back 3 if they have the numbers there.
This is what's so stupid at the transfer window. So it's, 3 weeks from now? Mm-hmm. So they're going to have played, 3 league games before then, right?
Yeah.
So these teams are kind of going, effectively, the first 3 games are not as valuable as
December.
The last 3 games or whatever.
Yeah.
But they are. Mm-hmm. So they just close the window.
Because they still count. You still want to get as many points as possible.
Just don't have a transfer window.
You can pick up players whenever you want.
Yeah. Well, that's what it used to be until 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The transfer deadline day was in March.
Why is that? Why is there a deadline? I mean, I get it because I'm an American sports fan as well, so there are, trade deadlines and stuff like that, which is essentially the same thing. But, let's just say baseball, for instance.
All right.
You get the whole season to trade somebody.
Yeah, and everyone waits till the day
until September.
Yeah.
And then you can't trade anymore.
Yeah.
But you get the whole season.
Yeah.
So why can't you do that here? Why can't you do you can get whoever you want until let's just say January. Let's just call it January. You get the whole year.
Why don't we say March? It used to be March.
Okay. Well, either way.
But they used to do it basically so that, they stopped it it was sort of the 3rd week in March or something like that. So after that, you couldn't just bring someone in, for the last 2 games, If, loan a great striker off a mid-table team, for your last few games just to give you a bit extra firepower. So you can't do that.
Right.
Which is fair enough.
So I would say a good compromise to that would be just stay where the January transfer window ends now.
Yeah.
Just you get to have it until then. But there's no closing in between there. It's just open until January 31st.
Because a lot of teams just kind of wait until the end. It's stupid.
Yeah.
You got to be more organised than that. Mm-hmm. And that's, I don't like Man United. That's obvious. No one does.
Yeah.
But they did proper business. So they went out and they went, we need a centre half, got one. We need a striker, got one.
Bailly's good too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we need an attacking midfielder, got one. And then they had to wait a bit longer for Pogba, but obviously, if you're
it's Pogba.
With that, it's going to be
Pogba.
a bit more protracted.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Pogba is the best midfielder in the world, so you might as well just wait for him. So
I don't know. I'm not sure I agree with that.
Who do you think the best midfielder in the world is?
Iniesta, probably.
Oh, you're probably right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Second best. I'll say that. He's great, Pogba. We all know he is.
He's top 10, and he could be the best.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Fair enough. But either way.
They did proper business, and Swansea
actually did,
half-arsed.
but Swansea I think did good business. It took them a while, but look at the profit they made on Williams and Ayew.
Well, Ayew would probably give him 4 or 5 million signing on fee, and then probably the same again in wages for last season. So they've effectively made probably 10, 12 million.
That's good business.
That's solid, yeah.
Williams they bought from Stockport for
300,000.
400,000 it was.
Was it? Oh, sorry.
And they sold him for. And they just sold him.
You're not exaggerating.
No, it's. I read it. I read it in the Wales paper, so it must be true.
3.
It was 4.
Maybe you were a typo.
And then sold him for $12.5 million, and he's 31. That's good business.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, and because you wouldn't begrudge someone that changes the meaning because he had 2 years left in the Swansea contract. Everton probably gave him 3 years. Probably.
The type of center half that Guidolin wants, you could tell by him getting Vanderhorn. He wants someone that can be good on the ball, even though it's probably not his ideal center half. It's somebody that can play the way Guidolin wants. So hopefully they find someone else like that, maybe a little tougher in the tackle. Because right now, there's Amat and Fernandez aren't very good in the tackle.
No, they're very similar center halves.
Yeah. So you want someone a little bit tougher, but can also spray passes around. Like we were talking today. Jesus, I can't. Also look
a Serbian and a story is what you were talking about.
A Serbian and a story. Both those are and they're both around 8 million pounds rated. So
why did you pluck those names out of the ether?
I went on transfer market and went to see like I went to Serie A, and I was like, I looked specifically in Serie A, and both of those guys were on Acerbi was on Team of the Year for WhoScored.com. Like he was the highest rated center back in Serie A, and I was like, oh, let's watch this guy's highlights. And I was like, yeah, we should get him.
He's from Sassuolo as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You could probably get him for less than 10.
Yeah. But a guy who's good in the tackle, but can also just like ping passes from the back line. That's what you want.
Gary Cahill.
Like Vanderhorn does that too. I was watching in the highlights of the game against Rennes, and he just from the back line just like threw one deep to Llorente, and Llorente just chested it down nice and laid it off to a midfielder. Like
laid off to Dyer, and he's ran out for a throw-in or something.
Stop it.
He's rubbish.
He's really bad.
Do you know what team would benefit from him?
I don't know, Leeds.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest. He's not good enough.
No, he's not.
Routledge is not good enough.
No, but
Montero.
I think Barrow's very promising.
He's got to start.
Barrow has to start.
He's
yeah,
better than Dyer.
Well, that clip I showed you of him
just running
past the entire team of Rennes, just like with the ball.
But even if he is, say, 10% worse than Routledge or Dyer, if that's your opinion, he's like what 22, 21, 22?
Yeah, he's young.
Those guys are like 30.
Yeah,
there's no point in
play the kids.
Just he's only going to get better.
His potential is way higher. Yeah, exactly.
Get rid of Dyer. Did Leicester not want him back or something? What happened?
Well, who would want him back? He didn't really even play for Leicester.
Why did they give him a contract? What has he got a contract for?
4 years. Yeah.
4 years of what? 4 more years. Piss. I'd rather have Trump in the wing. I wouldn't.
Trump.
At least he's got confidence. He probably thinks he can beat his man.
Trump.
Anyway, what's the score? Swansea.
Swansea. Let's go 2-1 Swansea.
I think they're going to cause problems. I think by Andre Gray's pretty good, but they haven't bought anyone.
Burnley didn't do anything. Yeah,
because they came up 2 years ago.
The same thing.
The cash went down. And thought, they'll probably buy someone.
But they did the same thing when they came up. In 2014 they didn't buy anybody. And then they went straight back down.
Yeah.
And then they didn't buy anybody again. And then they went back up. And then they didn't buy anybody again.
Well, they bought Andre Gray, and he was $8 million or something, which is...
Okay, but other than that...
Yeah, they bought no one.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll say first game of the year, there's probably going to be some kinks, especially for a mid-table team. I'll say 2-1 to Swansea on the road.
1-0. And you know that Burnley still have George Boyd, though. So...
Watch out.
Still starting.
Still starting. The flowing locks of George Boyd.
Remember that goal through as Man City? Yep. Do you know anything else in another 37 games? Nope. All right. Good. You're getting relegated. Next.
Chelsea, right?
Yeah, home to West Ham.
Home to West Ham? Probably
1-1.
Chelsea. I don't know, Conte. You think Conte's going to be real pragmatic in his first game at home? I think he's going to go for it.
Well, yeah, but I just don't think they're...
That's true. Because West Ham now has Ayew, Payet, Lanzini... Faguli.
Andy Carroll.
Stop talking about Andy Carroll.
Why?
I mean, I guess that's true. Just flip a cross and he'll probably get his noggin on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Conte, what's his thing? Getting the defence organised. What defenders has he bought?
That's a good point as well.
Ivanovic is injured and rubbish.
Yeah.
Zuma's still injured for another few months. So it's still going to be...
That's too bad, because Kurt Zuma's a good player.
Well, he is. But basically, he's going to have the same defence. They haven't bought anyone.
No. They loaned out Matt Miazga.
To who?
I don't know. They loaned him out, though.
Yeah, to anyone.
To like a League One team, yeah.
Probably. Barnsley. But then they got like Nathan... What's his name? Is it Ake? Nathan Ake? Is that what you say his name? He's gone to Bournemouth as well. He's a left back.
He was... Conte was playing a lot of the kids in that Intercontinental Championship Cup thing or whatever.
Well, most of them are probably still the Euros, I guess.
He was playing Traore, who I quite like him, yeah. Willian played a lot in the International Champions Cup.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
I like him, actually. They have good players. I just don't like Chelsea. I just don't like that shirt.
I just hate them.
Yeah.
I would never predict them to win.
They'll never root for them.
But, yeah, I mean, Hazard's got to come... He's got to play a good game eventually, right? But I can imagine... Well,
maybe. His one good game was against Hungary, so I don't know. And that was, like, in the last year. His one good game was against Hungary.
No, he played well in...
At the end of the last year.
Yeah. When they were certain of 10th place.
Yeah.
brilliant. I think I played quite well for Chelsea then. I
No expectations, yeah.
I fancy a draw for that one.
2-2 maybe? I think it might be high
I
scoring.
already said 1-1. I'll have 1-1.
I'm going to go 2-2 on that one. I just think West Ham offers a lot in attack, and Slaven Bilic is a very good manager. Very underrated, I think.
Not in my eyes, because he did the win at Wembley in 2007, so he's forever terrific.
Well, I just finished the Croatian section of the Yugoslavia chapter in Behind the Curtain.
Oh, yeah.
And
Is that what he was
let me
talking
tell
about,
you,
his dive?
yeah, he was talking about his dive, but he was also saying is like, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't want to send that guy off, but somebody told me to go down, so I went down. And it was like,
bollocks, Slaven. That's
yeah,
bollocks.
yeah.
It's fine.
Be a man.
It's fine.
Be a man.
It's years ago.
Yeah. That guy's got a potty mouth as well, Slaven. A lot of F words dropped in that in a lot of the quotes.
I just like how
yeah,
he smokes heavily, he enjoys a drink, and he plays guitar.
and
Job
he's
done.
got a terrible, like, his hair is awful.
Yeah, so he's like 3/4 of me.
You know what?
I just don't smoke.
You know, if Slaven shaved his head bald, I'd be terrified of that guy. Just because of all the other things you just mentioned. He smokes, he drinks. You know.
He's from Split.
He's from Split.
Split your skull.
His dad was one of the guys in the revolution of Croatia. Started from the University of
Like
Split.
an intellectual dissident.
Yeah.
Like that.
I don't know. Slaven Bilic to me is a very good manager. He's got good players. I think he's going to give Chelsea problems. Next game.
So it's at
2-2.
Palace then, right? It's 1-1. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
Palace, West Brom. Yuck. Yeah, 1-1. Next game.
No, it's going to be 1-0 West Brom. It's going to be hateable.
Tony Pulis is just going to be like, how many center halves do you think Tony Pulis is going to play?
12.
He's going to sub on one?
Yeah. No.
He's going to sub on 2 center halves for center halves.
Palace are back in for Benteke, though. That'd be fun.
For like 32 million, though. Can you believe that?
No.
For Benteke.
No.
That guy's not worth more than maybe 8 million.
Just say
Like honestly, he's an 8 million pound striker.
It's worth more than that.
8 to 12. I'll say 8 to 12.
I don't know. I don't know. It's worth what? It's arbitrary numbers anyway that someone plucks out their arse.
It's really true because the money that the Premier League has thrown around now, it doesn't even matter. But why would they? Because Crystal Palace. They put in that kind of bid for Batshuayi, yeah. So they must have the cash.
I know, it's stupid though. I don't know, it's just so weird. But they bought Tompkins though, that's a good signing. They bought someone else. Who did they buy? Quick. I can't remember. Oh, Andros Townsend. That's not bad for 13 mil.
Andros Townsend is a good signing. They're trying to sell, or they rejected a bid from Everton for Yannick Bolasie, which I think is a good move. But they need Yannick Bolasie in the left.
Everyone can't buy it. No one wants to accept their money. Apart from Swansea.
I don't understand when people want to go to Everton. It's like, you're not playing in the Europa League. You're not playing...
It's like going to Liverpool or Chelsea.
Yeah. Well, not even that. It's like, they're a mid-table team, Everton. Like, what's the difference if you go to Everton or Southampton? There's no difference.
They're going somewhere. They've got more money than Southampton.
And they got Ronald Koeman now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crystal Palace. Or you think West Brom will win that game?
Yeah, just to irritate me.
Okay. What we got next?
Everton Spurs.
Everton Spurs.
Good game.
That's going to be a good, nice one.
2-2. Don't worry about it. That's a 2-2.
You think it's 2-2?
Absolutely.
I think it's a 3-1 in Tottenham.
No, I'm going to stick with it. Although I did like your suggestion.
I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham. I don't know anything about these two teams other than...
Well, Everton haven't changed apart from they've lost Stones.
Yeah.
And probably brought in Ashley Williams.
Which
it's
is
not confirmed yet, but it's going to happen.
It's pretty much like for like as far as what you... I mean...
Well, not really, because Stones
Stone's
is quite bad at defending.
Yeah, that's a good point. Then Ashley's good at defending. So
Well, Stones is not bad. It's just... He was exposed by Martinez's lack of defensive... Whatever.
Nous, I guess you
Yeah,
would call
Nous
it.
is fine.
Yeah. Martinez just didn't focus on defense. He was all about, we want to pass. Just pass. That's all his game plan was. I don't know. I think Tottenham... That striker they got from AZ Alkmaar.
Yeah.
Janssen.
He's tidy.
I like him a lot. He gives some help to Kane, so Kane doesn't have to play every goddamn game.
Yeah, and it's good they got Wanyama in as well because
yes, that's
like
a good signing as well.
I think like at the end of the season when they lost Dele Alli to suspension, and then they'd bring in Ryan